Imagine this. You wake up one morning, and for the next 24 hours, you're not allowed to think in your native language. Not even once. Every thought, every idea, every word must happen in English. Can you survive that? Most learners can't. But those who can unlock something extraordinary. Because the moment you stop translating in your head, English stops being a subject and starts becoming your second nature. Lesson 2. The teacher's voice. Hi everyone, I'm your English coach for today. And I'm not here to teach you grammar. I'm here to challenge your brain. Today, you and I are going to do something most English learners never even try. We're going to spend one full day thinking only in English. No translation, no dictionary, no backup plan. Just you, your thoughts, and English. Lesson 3. The truth about why you translate. Let's be honest, you've studied English for years. You know thousands of words. You can write, read, and maybe even listen well. But when it's time to speak, your brain does something strange. You hear a question, and before you answer, your mind quickly translates it into your own language. Then it thinks of the answer in that language, and then it tries to bring it back into English. That's a 3-step mental delay. And by the time you finish that translation, the conversation has already moved on. Lesson 4. A visual analogy. Imagine you're driving a car, but every time you press the brake, the signal has to travel from your foot to another driver, then to a translator, and then back to the car. You'd crash, right? That's exactly what happens in your brain when you translate before speaking. You're trying to drive with a delay. Lesson 5. The brain experiment begins. So, today, we do the impossible. We remove that translator. For one day, we force the brain to do what native speakers do automatically. Think, feel, and react in English, not perfectly, not grammatically, but instinctively. Your mission starts now. Lesson 6. The morning test. When you wake up, your first thought must be in English. Say it out loud. Good morning, world. I feel sleepy. I don't want to get up. Don't worry if it's broken English. Broken English is better than perfect translation because every imperfect English thought is a new neural connection being built. Each time you force yourself to think in English, you are literally rewiring your brain to make English automatic. Lesson 7. The lunch struggle. Around lunchtime, you'll notice your mind getting tired. It will want to translate. That's normal. Your brain is lazy. It always chooses the easy path. But here's the secret. Fluency is not about talent. It's about resistance training. Every time you resist translating, you make your brain stronger, just like lifting weights. Every repetition builds muscle. Here, every English-only thought builds fluency. Lesson 8. The teacher's example. Let's do a small test right now. I say, the weather is nice today. Your brain might whisper, oh, that means zahing in my language. Stop it. Catch that whisper. Don't translate it. Instead, imagine the weather itself. The blue sky, the sunlight, the air. Feel it without words. Then repeat, the weather is nice today. That's thinking in English. That's living in English. Lesson 9. The realization moment. At first, it feels like a storm inside your head. You forget words. You feel stupid. You panic. But slowly, something magical happens. Your brain begins to adapt. You start understanding without translation. You start speaking without fear. You start living in English. And that's the point. Lesson 10. The challenge statement. So here's your real challenge. For the next 24 hours, no native language, no subtitles, no excuses. Every thought must wear an English outfit. Every emotion must speak English. When you feel angry, say it in English. When you feel hungry, describe it in English. When you see something beautiful, express it in English. Your goal is not perfection. Your goal is presence. Lesson 11. Motivational message. You see, fluency doesn't come from textbooks. It comes from courage, from the willingness to sound wrong, to make mistakes, and still keep speaking. Every time you survive one more minute without translating, you're becoming fluent. That's the real test. Not grammar, not accent, but mental independence. Lesson 12. Closing the first chapter. By the end of this day, your head might hurt a little. But that pain is not confusion. It's growth, because your brain has started a brand new process. Thinking in English, like a native. And tomorrow, you'll wake up stronger. So now, look in the mirror, smile, and ask yourself one more time, can I survive one day without translating in my head? Let's find out.